Welcome to the discussion with James E. Can you honestly believe that you have been inviting me into your homes, your offices, workspaces, wherever you may be, for 8 incredible weeks? By now, you should have a rough idea and some basic preliminary numbers into what works and what doesn't work. You're going to realize that, and it's going to strengthen what we're going to discuss today. So today we are going to talk about something crucial. It is a big content with a whole bunch of little contents intertwined, interconnected, step by step. So let's begin. Data visuals. Data visuals. What do you think when you hear that term? Any thoughts, feelings, mixed reviews? Boredom, fear, insecurities? Oh no, it's time to fall asleep. Did you know that all that research you've done previously through all those other channels of content, you're going to take that information, that knowledge, you're going to put it into a physical element being, whether it is a pie chart, a bar graph, a line graph, or even diagrams. These are going to be factual, actual tools that are going to help strengthen your build and your brand. You're going to be able to stay focused, and people are going to know that what you've created is going to complement your outcome. Whether it's through the channels of blogs, other forms of social media, or even good old white papers. For those of you who missed last week and you're just tuning in, you'll have to look into week 7 of the discussion with James to learn what white papers are all about. And I guarantee you it's not a good old piece of white paper. As I said, data visual helps with so many elements. So to say or discuss 10 broadly is an understatement. What I've actually did, I created a little element, and it's all interlinked, connected. So let's begin. Data visuals help with the listicle summaries. Listicle summaries, which are visual reminders of the big points of your brand, your project, whatever you are focusing on at this current moment. It also is going to draw attention to the social media message you send out regarding that big point or points. So for example, we are looking at our upcoming event, Holidays 2020. There is so much that is going on. It's not funny. Whether it's exhibitors, crafts, workshops, performances, story time, the sleigh rides, all of that is little tidbits connecting everything together, which is to remember the past, cherish the moment, and prepare for the future by uniting the community to sponsor the good old Steffa Cruiser and the food bank of Waterloo region. As you know, these are very tough times, and trying to get into this new reality, we need to look at something. So the big cause and the big feature is those two big elements. What helps to support those two big elements is bringing a community together that focuses and features on all of those little elements. As I said, whether it's the crafts, whether it's the projects, whether it's workshops, whether it's the performances, whether it's local businesses coming together. You need to have all of those to present a big, strong brand and feature. True. Listicle summaries are important, but you also have to look at good old diagrams. In the event that listicle summaries do not necessarily work, or you want to have a subsidiary to the listicle summaries, you want to basically look at diagrams. Diagrams are the best way to represent complex scenarios of information. Remember the old days? KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Unfortunately, that no longer works. Yes, we need to keep things simple, but we also have to integrate the importance of technology into keeping something very simple. Diagrams are awesome for demonstrating relationships and organizational flows. So, a prime example is COVID 19. It affected a great deal of event planners. As we switch over to this new virtual reality, it is very tough. So, I did a presentation recently with a couple of clients and exhibitors to bring them aboard. They loved the concept, and switching from real to virtual reality is going to be an adjustment. Now, the adjustment for us looking at events such as our tech show, our wedding show, our health show, it is easy. But when it comes to holidays, because it's more dealing with people, interactions, bringing a community together, it's a little tougher. So we had to make the decision on, do we implement some type of a virtual reality to holidays, or do we keep it simple as it should be? And we've decided to keep it as simple as it can be. However, we're going to be taking that technical element and adding it through by doing live feed segments throughout the day. Now, understanding this, let's look at another concept: posters. I love creating posters almost as much as I love singing. So, we're going to talk about posters, print, and in a digital element. Posters are handy and classic that shares information with few words while relying on the visual nature of content to draw attention to your message. What makes a poster powerful is a simple, strong object, theme, or goal to be achieved. And this can be through people, places, or things. That, don't forget this is the big thing you need to remember: create an experience. So again, I'm using holidays as my example. When you look at our teasers, when you look at our materials, we're looking at one big cause and outside sources that will basically work towards the core product. And it is incredible. So when you look at something and say, oh, I love crafts, but I don't like this, perfect. Come to learn how to crafts. You like a traditional Christmas, but you don't know how to do tinsel, you don't know how to do garland, you don't know how to scrapbook, you don't know how to make wreaths. Guess what? That can be something you come for. And it doesn't mean you have to stay for the whole day. You can say, hey, you know what? I want to learn how to make a wreath. I'm going to go, I'm going to support it, and I'm going to have an experience. That experience could be basically you driving, getting out of your vehicle, walking to the building, learning how to do that wreath, saying thank you, knowing you now have the power to show other people how to do it, and then you can leave. You've just created an experience. Isn't that incredible? Sometimes it can be based on humor, your poster, or it can be on entertainment of a serious issue with a little flair. And I apologize if I can't pronounce this correctly, aka memes, MEMES. When using memes with humor, try using comics and cartoons to get your message across in a clear and memorable way, which would be fantastic. Now, I'm not suggesting that you basically go to the papers and steal a Garfield cartoon or Marmaduke. What I'm saying to you is Be creative and think outside the box. A couple of weeks ago, we introduced JCIC on location. It is what's going on in a newsletter that brings exhibitors, businesses, people to one forum that have a voice, that want to express it but don't know how. It challenges, it creates, and it educates. And every month we're looking to add to it. So when I came across this, and I'm thinking, a comic, that would be fantastic. So we are looking at introducing a comic strip into the JCIC on location. Am I going to draw it? Yeah, right. I don't think you want to see stick figures. So being creative, I'm like, what can I do? So I looked outside the box and I was creative. I was able to find someone who is incredibly talented, who wants experience and wants the exposure. And I'm pretty sure in October you're going to see their work. So that's what I mean. But make sure that the material you create, that is a comic or a cartoon, in humor or entertainment, is relatable to your brand. That is the true secret of creating a meme. Make it yours, make it memorable. I would love to say I'm the king, I'm the master of digital creations, but I'm very, very, very far from that. And actually, this week I'm going to be working on creating this challenge. So, this challenge I'm giving you is not just for you, it's also for me. And you'll be able to see how it goes. If you're creating digital content for social media, screenshots are the best way to prove your point. Social media holders rely on screenshots to complement their blog posts. My thoughts? I'm sorry, that was just really bad. Can you imagine that as a screenshot? Anyways. Oh God. Anyway, sorry about that. So, my suggestion to you is, if you're creating a message on social media or doing a blog that tends to be several paragraphs, make sure you add different screenshots to it that relate to you, your brand, and your audience. And don't necessarily do a screenshot of this, because that's a little scary. But anyways, by doing this, you're going to be able to make and break the monotony of your text. So my challenge to you was simple, and it's this. Are you at a point where you're ready to go on to social media, but you're scared and nervous? Trust me, so am I. I'm doing it step by step and inch by inch. And this coming week, we are actually going to be reaching out and creating a blog. The blog is going to be something, we're going to try it. It's going to not be something that you can add to it. It's going to be a permanent setting. But if you want to add your likes, dislikes, comments, you're going to have to do them in a separate email. And we're going to post ones that are relevant and true. Opinions need to be factual, not biased opinions that are disrespectful and inappropriate. So hopefully you will check out our blog. It will motivate you to consider doing something like that on your channel. So the challenge this week is to learn how or how not to create a blog, have fun, and experience it step by step and inch by inch. And down the road, you'll be able to have more fun, and you'll be able to add automated GIFs, still trying to figure out what that exactly is, and you'll be able to add outside illustrations by getting other factors involved. So what we're going to do is we're going to start professionally, and we're going to start with the company, and then we're going to outreach our blog to people's stories in the community, have their say, have their like, and it's going to be basically going hand in hand with what we're producing from the JCIC on location. So again, by now, you should have a pretty good foundation of what is working, what isn't working from all the content tools we have suggested. Until next week, stay safe, be real, and this is the discussion with James.